Here's my daddy, Professor MJ.
Hello, baseball fans. This is Professor MJ, sports betting expert, and I've also been teaching statistics at a Canadian university for the past 15 years. Yesterday, my free MLB betting tip was to pick the New York Mets over the San Francisco Giants. I explained to you the reasons backing the pick. Unfortunately, the game was postponed, but let me start this video by telling you that I am taking the Mets in game number 1 of the doubleheader for the same reasons as yesterday. Stay tuned because I will tell you about another wager I took this morning. But before I do so, let me tell you about the other 2 baseball bets I suggested to my members on Patreon yesterday. First, I recommended to grab the San Diego Padres at home against the Reds due to the scoring drought betting system. They won the game by a 4-1 score, so this was a winner. Then my other MLB betting tip was over 8.5 runs in the Twins versus Red Sox meeting. A total of 11 runs were scored, so we cashed once again.
Do you want a baseball pick?
I posted 3 MLB picks this morning on Patreon, and one of them is the San Diego Padres hosting the Cincinnati Reds. I am putting my money on the Padres for the exact same reason as yesterday. The scoring drought betting strategy still applies today. Here is how it works. Suppose Team X is on the road after losing its past 2 games by scoring a maximum of 2 runs in each of those 2 recent defeats. If their money line today is greater than plus 150 in American format or 2.50 in decimal odds, bet against Team X. In other words, we are taking a big favorite who is hosting a team that's currently struggling to put runs on the board. That is one of the very few non-contrarian systems that I use. Over a 7-year period, this strategy produced a profit of 26.99 units via 332 bets, after putting just 1 unit at risk on each wager. That amounts to a ROI of plus 8.1%. If you take a look at the Reds, they indeed lost their 2 latest games, both times scoring just 1 run. Since they are indeed big underdogs today in San Diego, I am backing the Padres to keep the bad run going for Cincinnati. San Diego is also sending a good candidate on the mound to keep Cincy's bats quiet, Joe Musgrove. So far this year, he has surrendered just 2 earned runs in 12 2/3 innings. He is a very reliable pitcher. I trust him to do well again tonight. If you wish to receive all of my MLB picks, simply join the other 109 subscribers on my Patreon page. The link can be found below in the video's description, and the cost is just $3.50 per day for the baseball picks, or just an additional 75 cents per day for my picks across all sports, which includes the NBA playoffs and the NHL. I'm Professor MJ, PhD in statistics. Have a nice one, guys.